Joshua Zirkzee is ready to fight for his place at Manchester United under Ruben Amorim, despite being hauled off after 33 minutes against Newcastle. The £36 million signing was said to be in tears after being substituted in his side's defeat, and was linked with a move away from the club this month. After scoring on his Premier League debut against Fulham, the Dutch forward has failed to kick on and netted just 4 goals in all. The 23-year-old has already been offered an escape route from Old Trafford to reunite with a familiar face. The Serie A side are interested in signing Zirkzee on loan for the remainder of the season to link up with his former Bologna coach Thiago Motta. United may yet insist that any deal would have to include an obligation to buy the ex-Bayern Munich ace. Juventus could also see competition from Italian rivals Napoli. Both clubs were beaten to Zirkzee's signature in the summer by United. Despite the Italian giants both preparing themselves to pounce, Mail Online report that the forward is aware of the interest, but focused on United. Zirkzee is said to have no desire to leave and wants to aid the Red Devils rise up the Premier League. United currently sit 14th in the division with just 2 wins from 8 matches since Amorim's arrival. Following the ignominy of a first-half substitution earlier this week, Zirkzee may have significant work to do to turn his own reputation around in England. Nevertheless, United's head coach appears to retain some faith in his charge. Amorim explained his brutal decision following the game and praised Zirkzee's training ground efforts. I talked with Josh about that, because it's important to express the message, but I'm always thinking about the team, and in that moment, it was important for the team for Josh to go out, he said. You have to think about the team, and also sometimes about the player, because the player is suffering. I was there a few years ago, and I know that he wants it, because I saw it during the week, and that's the most important thing. I felt that the team was suffering another midfielder to have more ball, and then we start to have more ball with Kobbie Mainoo, Amorim added. It was really tough on me to do that substitution. Manchester United have entered 2025 in the doldrums following 4 straight defeats that have shown Ruben Amorim just what he's signed himself up for. Amorim has won just 4 of his first 11 games in charge of United, who have failed to score in their last 3 matches to make the derby win over Manchester City feel like a fever dream. The 39-year-old manager admitted that, in an ideal world, he would have liked to take the job in the summer, when he would have a transfer window and a pre-season to shape his squad. That wasn't to be, with United making it clear it was now or never, and he is now trying to turn things around with matches coming thick and fast. The past few weeks have made it plainly obvious that some of the players he inherited from Erik Ten Hag simply aren't up to the standard required. Amorim is keen to offload some unwanted players in the January transfer window, starting with Marcus Rashford, but he would also love to bring in some new faces. That may be difficult, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe on a cost-cutting exercise and profit and sustainability rules biting, but United fans can dream. One of the most obvious issues for Amorim so far has come on the left side of defence, where both Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia have been unable to stay fit to play in his chosen 3-4-3 formation. That has left the right-footed Diogo Dalot to play on the wrong side, creating an imbalance in the team. Signing a left-footed player who has the engine to get up and down the pitch and contribute in both attack and defence is a priority for Amorim. Alphonso Davies is out of contract with Bayern Munich in June and has been attracting lots of transfer interest, with United and Real Madrid among the potential suitors. His agent, Nick Huose, has been shopping Davies around to try and drum up interest in the 24-year-old, who would be an ideal fit for United's system. Needless to say, it would be difficult for 14th-placed United to land such a high-caliber player, especially when Real Madrid are the other option, but they can dream. Especially since Real's #1 target is a certain Trent Alexander-Arnold, rather than the Canada international. The 2-0 defeat by Newcastle removed any doubt that the careers of Christian Eriksen and Casemiro at United are over. Amorim needs more energy in midfield to partner Kobbie Mainoo, and he only had to look at the other side at Old Trafford to see the kind of player he requires. Bruno Guimaraes was outstanding against United, and Newcastle's own struggles with PSR rules could offer a glimmer of hope. The days when teams don't sell big players are gone, Eddie Howe admitted in December. I think our revenue streams aren't where we want them to be. We're still trying to grow them, so I think that trading in and out is going to be essential. Hopefully it's not going to be players that we're forced to sell, but you can't guarantee anything. It would need to be a huge offer, £100 million plus. Barcelona's financial issues could offer another solution for United. Dani Olmo is stuck in limbo at the Catalan giants and clubs are circling. He joined Barca from RB Leipzig for £51 million in the summer, but is currently not registered for the second half of the season due to the club's nightmare situation. A Catalan court has blocked Barca's appeal against La Liga's decision to reject Olmo's registration, meaning he is currently a free agent. Olmo would be an ideal player to partner Bruno Fernandes in the twin number 10 role, given his creativity, goal-scoring nous and athletic ability. United have failed to score in their last 3 games and, with Rashford being frozen out, it's clear they need reinforcements up front. Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee are young and inconsistent and are better suited to backup roles, although Zirkzee jeered when substituted in the first half against Newcastle could even depart, with Juventus keen to take him back to Serie A immediately. Enter Victor Gyökeres, Amorim's goal machine at Sporting Lisbon. The Swede has banged in 27 goals in 27 games this season for Sporting and has 70 in 77 altogether for the Portuguese giants. He is strong, fast, can run in behind or hold up the ball and is deadly in front of goal. Needless to say, he won't come cheap, but if anyone can tempt Gyökeres to leave, then it is surely the manager who he thrived under before. He just needs to persuade Ratcliffe to loosen the purse strings first. Marcus Rashford was booed by a cluster of Manchester United fans upon arriving at Old Trafford on Monday night. The forward has found himself out in the cold for over a week under Ruben Amorim, who first left him out of a matchday squad before the Manchester derby win. He would be omitted for the next 3 outings, but was a surprise inclusion to face Newcastle. Rashford reported to United Stadium wearing his tracksuit, but was jeered by a number of the home fans, who remained divided over the academy graduate. The 27-year-old has endured a mixed time over the past 18 months following his 30-goal campaign, which landed him a lucrative new deal. Since then, Rashford has faced several off-pitch issues and, after being snubbed by Amorim, claimed he was ready for a new challenge. He was named on the bench, but was left to watch on as the hosts were hammered by Newcastle, who eventually won 2-0 at Old Trafford. Amorim made 4 subs, but never chose to introduce Rashford. The United boss, who has lost his last 3 games at home, was quizzed on whether including Rashford but leaving him on the bench was a way of sending a message. But he laughed off that suggestion. He said, "I think about the team. You think a lot about Marcus. I think about the team. I am not making a point, I just want to win the games. And you can feel it. I am talking about the idea and the fight for relegation. I want to make a point during the game? No, I just want to win the game." The January transfer window opens in less than 24 hours, and Rashford had been linked with an exit in the new year. He said, "When I leave, it's going to be no hard feelings. If I know that a situation is already bad, I'm not going to make it worse. I've seen how other players have left in the past, and I don't want to be that person. When I leave, I'll make a statement, and it will be from me." Amorim confessed after the Newcastle defeat that there is a lack of money to improve his failing outfit. The new manager arrived knowing that funds were going to be at a premium and they would have to sell before they could buy, but refused to be drawn on Rashford's sale. Ahmad believes Ruben Amorim is responsible for his Manchester United breakthrough having thrived. Now he's not following Erik ten Hag's lead. The Ivorian winger is enjoying a brilliant season at Old Trafford, having finally made a first-team role his own. The former Atalanta starlet has 5 goals and 7 assists so far, this term a record that includes a dramatic winner against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium earlier this month. Ahmad, 22, has already made 26 appearances for the Red Devils this term, more than he'd made in his entire United career under ten Hag. The Dutchman sent the youngster on loan to Sunderland in his debut campaign, before only affording him 9 Premier League outings the following season. And Ahmad believes that the added faith he is being shown by his new boss has allowed his true ability to shine. Speaking to Sky Sports, he said, Let's say maybe it's confidence, because now I'm playing a lot of games. Like I am now. I've been every time like this, but maybe the game time and confidence. But now I'm happy to play more games. And I just want to fight for the club, for the team. Every time the manager gives me the confidence and gives me the chance to play for this club, I just want to show I can play for this club. My dream is to achieve a lot of things with this club. That's why I'm here. I want to fight for this badge, and let's see what the future brings. Amorim has already offered his verdict on Ahmad as he continues to shine. Even before the winger's match-winning display against City, the Portuguese coach was aware of his abilities. Speaking earlier this month, he said he is really big in talent, but small in size. He did a great job, but he also has to improve. He was really good again, Amorim told reporters. Ruud van Nistelrooy helped him a lot in his games in charge, and now he's helping me. He's in a great moment, but that moment started with Ruud. So I just take advantage of Ruud's work with Ahmad. He was really good defending and really good attacking, so he has to continue to play like that. You could feel it in the end of the game. He was really tired, so we have to manage that and increase his physical ability. I'd like to take credit for Ahmad's pressing, but that's him. He's like that. He's smart. He's explosive. Ahmad will be aiming to continue his hot form in United's next Premier League outing. They take on Newcastle at Old Trafford.